Hey guys, I'm back, and we're going to be looking on a WCL 7 map, a megarandom map. We're going to take a quick break between the series between Kane and Route, and we're going to check out a 4v4 game. I've been seeing a lot of 1v1 matchups and getting honestly a little tired of those, so I thought I would mix it up a little bit, and we'll see a little 4v4. And these guys are all pros, so we're going to see excellent gameplay. Well, at least I predicted. Haven't watched it yet, but I know by looking at the game stats that it is an excellent game. So we're going to be looking forward to seeing that. And this is absolutely a wild map right now. We can look, all this fish in the middle, just absolute ridiculous amount of fish. And most players are on this main area out on the border of this water. However, D did get on this island somehow, and I have never seen this where all the players are on a main island and then someone gets stuck on a, I don't see any, oh, there might be one little piece that he has to wall off. That has to be the easiest walling that I've ever seen. All he has to do is wall this one or maybe three squares, and he's absolutely protected completely from his base. So it isn't an island. I didn't think it looks like an island when you first look at it. It's, oh, is there another connection there? I mean, it's so hard to follow all these lines and stuff. And do my best to try to stay on top of all the action. And we can check out the civs real quick just to get a brief overview. You can see Franks, Goths, Celts, Japanese versus Britons, Tunes, Mongols, and Persians. So just completely random civilizations. And I've always wondered if it's the Celts or Celts, because it's the Boston Celtics, right? Not the Boston Celtics. So that's why I guess I've always called them the Celts. So I don't know, I might go back to calling them Celts, might call them the Celts, I'm not sure. Honestly, it's the Boston Celtics, so it's not the, either that or I'm going to start calling the Boston Celtics the Boston Celtics, just to throw off people. And let's look at the resources around the map. Not too much wood, well there is, the small trees make it look like there's less wood than there actually is. But it's kind of far away from the base, for at least for the unknower. I've never watched a game for the unknower, haven't watched the game from a lot of these players, but they are pretty highly rated. Let's make sure, yeah, so scores are updated. Just players deciding to go for late Dark Age times, at least Big Jeff is. And Geoffrey, one of my favorite players to watch. What color is he? He is gray, so let's go check. Kind of hard to see on this map, so maybe a little bit of advantage. And if you remember that one game that I featured before, Doubt vs. Dreams, the gray player was able to sneak behind his base and destroy the Wonder. You guys got to go watch that video if you haven't watched the Doubt vs. Dream matchup that I featured a little while ago. Okay, now back to the game here. We can look at where the players are located. Well, at least where the teams are. So we have Tunes here, Mongols and their allies, and then we have the last two of that team, the Britons. We got Chi playing, and I love Chi's a very good player in my opinion. And then we have Persians as the knower, so that makes up that four-man team right there. You can see going for a little wall right here. The walling extremely easy on this map. You can see a house and a palisade wall, and also using this relic as a barrier too. I'm not sure if you can walk by there. We've seen mistakes, blunders where they haven't done the full walling, but it does look like that would be walled off. And we can see right here we already got some action. Chi coming out with some galleys, and D coming out with some galleys to counter those galleys. 3 docks already up, so going to go heavy. 4 docks coming up right here. Getting a little delayed feudal time though for D, or else he probably would have more galleys out. But 4 docks going to definitely be going for a heavy water assault. So, and yeah, you can see all players going for a lot of docks here, and it's going to be hard to keep on track on who's on whose side. So we got purple, orange, teal, and red all on one team, and everyone else is obviously on the other team. So let's go ahead and check out. We got 3 galleys for the knower, and gonna be probably going up here with, I'm not sure where all these players are going, just because they're all allies over here. Maybe to protect some ships. And now bringing, Chi coming over with some more galleys attacking. Big Jeff just getting up in the feudal age, so we're going to see if he has a huge boat fleet. You can see how many boats these guys are going for. It's absolutely ridiculous amount right now. So they're going to need to get galleys out. Whoever wins this water control is probably going to win the game, in my opinion. You can see 4 docks for Aramadu. And, oh, I did not know he was playing in this game. Absolutely another fantastic Chinese player. So we're going to have excellent gameplay. I didn't even know some of these players. Absolute poor pre-game planning on my part. But, I mean, it's working out to the best right now because we're seeing that we have excellent players. Aramadu coming out with a huge boat fleet right here, taking out a tremendous amount of the Toon's ships. Paladin, and we got Paladin, so another friendly face. And I'm sure you guys are familiar with a lot of these players. I've watched everyone except for a knower and Orange, Win Wu Kong. Okay, Win Wu Kong, I can say that. Let's try to stay on top of this action right now. A lot of boat action, and I want to see, this is where the other front could be in the game, possibly, because Purple and Aramadu are not allies. And you can see there's quick walling by Purple, and Aramadu has it walled off too. We got Big Jeff going into the Castle Age. We can go ahead and check out their economies real quick. I mean, pretty standard build. Not no players going for any food, it looks like. Food collection, just gold and strictly wood collection right now. We could look at the scores right now. I like to look at that second number and that fraction because it tells you obviously the average of the teams. So when I refer to the score lead, I'll be talking about that average. So we got, oh, it's really close right now. It's about 100 points, 75 points apart right now. Paladin and she having a little confrontation right there. And there's absolute tremendous amount of action just for 18 minutes in the game. That's what I do love about the 4v4. The 1v1, sometimes it's hard to find stuff to talk about. And this right here is absolutely a huge amount of action. Villager going down by Aramadu's galley force. And it looks like all of... He's got a few galleys over here, but they're about to be taken down. Purple's galleys have been eliminated by Aramadu, and you can see Aramadu comfortably in the lead right now with 2,000 score. Big Jeff getting into the castle, not sure, haven't been paying attention if he's the first one to get into the castle. And we got Chi coming over here getting some harassment on D. So Chi on the other team, and he has a good galley force right now. And expecting Big Jeff to get out some war galleys of his own from just getting into the Castle Age. And Paladin's got a nice boat fleet, so I would definitely give the boat a naval advantage to Jeff's team right now. Only fact is that, look it, Chi is in trouble right now. Chi has his lumber camp being harassed, losing some villagers, going to be forced to evacuate over to... Wow, and he does not have a lot of lumber on his island, or almost island, should I say. Big Jeff coming over with some war galleys much needed to get out those galleys. And a big force from Win Wu Kong. I haven't seen this galley force. Maybe it was recently built or was not in commission. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it. So, and just freshly upgraded to the war galleys, and Paladin will retreat right there. Aramadu in firm control of the water battle between him and XU whatever. It was an attempt, and that's all it's going to be, because I'm not going to attempt it again to try to say that name. Ooh, and Paladin is going to come form with all these galleys here. And we're going to see there's a lot more war galleys here, and... Ooh. Gonna go ahead and retreat probably, not going to want to force these war galleys. Wen Wukong with a strong fleet right now. Aramadu coming up with another dock. He has 3, 4. That'll be his 5th dock, it looks like. Most players having around 4 or 5 docks. Absolute water assault by all the players right now. And a knower with a good fleet. So everyone has a good fleet except for Purple right now. You can tell by that score lead. Purple and D has a small fleet right now, but maybe going for economy. Has been harassed a little bit by those galleys. his island is especially vulnerable to galley attack. And when Wukong getting a good, absolutely killing all these war galleys. And wow, he's getting a lot for these war galleys. He's killing a lot of galleys. And now Purple has some boats coming in for himself. We got a transport ship coming out for Purple too. Not sure what he's going to be doing with that. And forced to retreat back, so a big comeback. Wen Wukong with a huge score lead. Those war galleys are paying great dividends. 3,300 points right now for Wen Wukong. Got a villager right here. Probably going to go for just building some more walls. Haven't seen any other military besides those warships. Sorry about that. Just getting a little distracted. And who's this? Chi with a quite big force of war galleys. And this tide has been shifted. They were not looking strong at first, but Wen Wukong's team has taken a good lead in the nowhere with a full fleet of war galleys, nicely upgraded, and going to be coming over here and be able to take out these galleys no problem at all. And it looked like this was going to be a good position, but just not a lot of resources, not a lot of room, because it can be harassed quite easily by all these ships. Forced to come over here and build some lumber camps. And that's been costly, honestly. It's cost him a lot of time. It's reflected in his score count. You see all these ships by, oh my goodness. Big Jeff has a nice war galley fleet, but there's 3 good fleets for the other team, so maybe in trouble. Still haven't been upgraded to the war galleys. Aramadu finally getting up to those war galleys. And we'll see if Paladin has been advancing. I hate how it freezes when you do that. Paladin is in the castle, so he's probably just doing the research right now, yes, and just got that research done. So, war galleys for everyone right now, it looks like. And who was I on at first? Geoffrey, sorry. About... damn it, now I can't remember, so you guys are just going to have to adjust. I'm sorry about that. Maybe it was Geoffrey, I can't even remember now. Let's get back to this action. In a big confrontation, there's confrontations all over the place. And Chi forced to retreat. Jeff has a nice fleet of his own. And Jeff is going to the Imperial Age. Wow. Nicely done, Jeff. And Wen Wukong and Anor is absolutely demolishing any boats near here, so they have firm control over there, and Jeff's going to have to come over here. And if he could get up to the Galleons, that would be a huge advantage. Paladin having his ships over here, maybe going to get some fishing boat harassment. And going to run into this big fleet right here, probably. And Anoa could lose this if Paladin gets his ships over. And we have a force for Wen Wukong coming in. And the extra time it took Paladin to get those ships into commission could cost them that game, the battle here, or they're going to lose a lot more ships than they needed to. And almost a draw. I would consider that about a draw between those two ships right there. And Jeff is just pumping out war galleys. He's got another whole fleet over here. He's got 1, 2, 3. He's got 3 docks over here. And then, man, there's so much water. It's hard to follow. And he's got like 5 or 6 docks over here. So an incredible amount of docks for Jeff. Gonna be absolutely able to pump out the war galleys and gonna be going up to galleons. I'm pretty sure that I think almost every civ can get galleons, so look at all these ships right here. Just a melting pot of ships. And Jeff could be in trouble here. I don't know if his 10 docks can produce enough ships for all this. It's basically 2-on-4 right now. We haven't seen any D ships in a long time. Aramadu has not produced any ships either, so everyone is ganging up on Jeff right now. But Jeff has the Galleons and they have almost been fully upgraded. We just need to get that chemistry thanks to the comments. I found out what that mystery upgrade is. And oh my goodness, there is a tremendous amount of ships. And Jeff alone, Big Jeff, that's why I call him Big Jeff, is forcing the retreat of like 3 civs. So you can see this force of Galleons is absolutely... Jeff sent in some comments. I think he's like, they're just shitting their pants right now. I don't care if it's... Ooh, and Jeff could face heavy losses here actually. Got a little too close to these war galleys and... absolutely getting gangbanged by like 3 other teams right now, 4 other teams I see. And it's about a 4-on-1 matchup on the water right now, so... Ooh, and got a little super speed right there. Thank you, computer, for that. And wow, these Galleons are so resilient versus war galleys. You saw how outnumbered he was there. Absolutely ridiculously outnumbered, and was still able to get a lot of kills and force him to retreat. And wow, that was ridiculous actually. And you can see all these Galleons. Jeff is just a monster right now. Oh my god, I've never seen such good gameplay by someone. Honestly, this gameplay has been ridiculous. I haven't seen any slinging, so he's been doing this by himself. And you can see D's score is like 3,400. He has been absolutely doing nothing since the beginning of the game. Man, getting up to the Imperial Age was huge for Jeff because he was so outnumbered. So outnumbered. Now we got Chi coming into the Imperial, so if these other players are able to get an Imperial, then Jeff could be in trouble. Hopefully he can get some help from his teammates because you can see 8,000 to 4,000, 4,000, 3,500. He's almost outscoring the sum of the other 3 players, so that just kind of gives you an indication on how good his economy, how good his military is right now. One of the big things is his fishing ships haven't been, for the most part, harassed too much. And there's D finally building some docks. Maybe he got the message that we're using boats this game. No, he got a really bad positioning in my opinion. This is just not a good position. Like, they should have put him back over here. Like, but you can only do so much. So, and a huge boat fleet for everyone. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. This is gonna be a good. This is gonna be a great match right now. And I don't know if they know what they're getting themselves into right now. There is a huge fleet right here. Oh my god. Getting up to Galleon and war galleys for those 2 players. And oh my Jesus. And Jeff just knows what he just got himself into. Oh wow. That is the biggest boat fleet I've ever seen. That is absolutely ridiculous right there. This could be one of the most entertaining games I've watched, so I hope you guys are enjoying it too. This is very entertaining in my opinion. Coming up with the castle here, going to be good protection over these docks. Abo probably going to be able to get some more docks over here if he gets this castle up. Paladin has other ideas about this castle coming up though, and killing some villagers. Good idea. And where are all these ships going? And they're going in a different direction here. And and Jeff could be losing this fleet very quickly. Only player on their team going up to the Galleons has been Chi, but honestly doesn't matter. There's so many ships here. Jeff gonna need to retreat here or else he's gonna lose these Galleons. Maybe he feels that it's a little too late right now. I know we're getting up to the Imperial Age, so gonna be able to get those Galleons out. D getting up to the Imperial Age. Will he be able to come back and mass up some Galleons? He could if he gets his economy going. And his economy is going pretty good right now, guys. So this unfair matchup could be turned. And D could be redeeming himself here. I'm hoping for a little redemption from D because Jeff needs to desperately win this game. After that kind of gameplay, he absolutely needs a W. Maybe going for a market. Not sure what those flares were for. Probably for a market this late in the game. Yeah, there's that market. Got the markets already on this side too. Going for those relics, and that's going to be a good idea, especially late game. Some extra gold production, and still attacking this castle. Galleon is not very good versus buildings, but gonna be able to take it down eventually. We've seen strictly and this is gonna be a big confrontation right here. Once they see each other, they're just going right by each other. And I would give the upper hand to the knower right now. And we'll see. Able to get these extra few ships in here, and we'll see. A knower getting up into the Imperial Age hasn't done the chemistry yet, or the... Yes, he has done the last bracer upgrade though. So D's going to need to get out some ships. And there's those ships I was talking about. So D getting into the action finally. All that harassment has slowed him down so much. And she coming in with a big Galleon force. Who is going to win this? And we got another Wen Wukong's got a full galley force too. Going to maybe try to protect this castle and get it up. Purple getting up in the Imperial Age. Haven't seen too much military for him recently. But his economy is not bad, so we could definitely expect some ships from him coming out pretty quickly. And oh my god, look at all these docks here. This is ridiculous. An absolute perfect map for a water battle in my opinion. And it's also good that no one got the Vikings, because we all know how overpowered the Vikings can be on the water. Especially their team bonus, the reduction of dock cost. And yeah, they're absolutely really good. Every player up to the Galleons except for Paladin. And maybe Purple. So then, oh, looks like they've been upgraded, and that's absolutely a gorgeous view. I just love that view of just this perspective of watching the galleys. Ooh, and how much longer these players are going to be affording these galleons, I'm not sure, because it looks like the gold is running a little scarce on the map. That's why they're trying to get that trade up for Jeff's team. And we can go probably look after this battle. it looks like there's some trade going on down here on this side. So that could be the difference right now. If they're able to get trade and constant gold income, then yeah, that could be definitely a big difference. And I know we're coming in with the last little fleet. And even a battle up here. There's just a battle all over the water right now. And Jeff going for another relic. That's about the third or fourth one that I've counted for him. And Jeff with 13,000 score, so that's absolutely ridiculous. And Jeff moving up just a little bit. Looked like I didn't think he was going to retreat because this battle has been doing quite good for him. And Armadou coming in. We haven't seen Armadou in a little while. At least he's had this fleet. I haven't seen a big fleet for him in a while. And Jeff absolutely manhandling everyone on the map right now. And they could be running low on boat supply right now. They do have a lot of trade cards out, but if they're not able to get out some more boats, this could be in big trouble. I haven't seen their huge naval fleet has been almost eliminated now. And oh, I missed this. I did see Jeff lend him some stone, and now D has gone in here and built a little base in the Noah's base. So you see how this goes. Coming with some pikemen too. Forced to retreat behind this castle, so they're using those castles quite wisely. But honestly, this is looking big trouble for Wen Wukong's team. And we have Qi and Noah quickly building up some military. Coming with a relic, very nice Qi. Come up with a second castle here and a third castle. So coming with an all-out assault right now. You can see the sneaky transport ship bringing over some villagers. And now they might be able to disrupt some trade here. Definitely will be able to disrupt some trade. And unless they like bring them around there or something. Wow, losing quite a few trade cards here. This could be a good game right here, honestly. Absolute fantastic game by both players. And that their quick win on the water, and maybe this little attack here was absolutely fantastic by D, completely redeeming himself. And now they're furiously trying to get a castle up here because they cannot lose this trade route with the gold being replenished. And there's Jeff sending some resources to D. I'm not sure if he got more. He might have got more resources from other people because he did build like 3 castles over here. So absolutely brilliant attack. And getting some siege rams out. And this castle almost coming up, but no. And you can see all these trade cards going down. Let's look over here. First military action of the game, and we see first land military action, should I say. And some elite skirmishers coming out from a knower, and there we go. 1 resignation for purple. And Qi resigning, a knower resigning, and this is all over, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I know I did. It was an absolute fantastic game. And ooh, I didn't see Wen Wukong coming in here with a little attack, but it's honestly a little too late. And see you guys next time with another Age of Empires 2 game.